1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We back at it, man. September 24th. We back at it, man. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another live for your head top. Let's get it popping, man. Okay, audio sounding good. Let me make sure to go up on Instagram. Let the people know on Instagram that we are live right now. Big salute to B3 on the beat. Let me make sure the beat's not too loud over there. Comment Gang Strong 1 2 1 2. I said Comment Gang Strong 1 2 1 2. Let me go on live over here on my Instagram. Let me see who's in the building. Comment Gang check in. We over here. We are live. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as usual. Make sure to hit that like button. Also, we are live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter, and we are live on Kick. Let me go through my list of topics. We got a lot of different things to get to today. I want to talk about the Toronto rap, the street rap scene specifically. I have a little bit of a rant before we get into our topics. Just about the buzz that's been going on lately in the Toronto street scene. Also, Drake leaks. There's mad leak songs. I got a whole folder of leaks that we can go through. I don't know about playing them, but we got a lot of leaks that are popping off right now. Pause. Also, Drake versus Memphis Bleek. We're definitely going to get into that. I didn't know that was a beef that was going to end up happening. Also, Top 5 celebrates his 1 year of not now being on any type of charges. We'll see what's happening next. I also want to. I have a topic over here about Blacka Da Don and about the promo that he's been doing right now. Canadian buyback, the gun buyback is going on. So they're doing a gun buyback right now. They're buying back people's firearms. We'll definitely get into that as well. And we're going to get into continuing on our civic duties. The home sales are super low right now. So we'll definitely get into that as well. I have an Adrian Broner topic in here somewhere. So let me know what's popping. If y'all have any topics, let me know. Comment Gang Strong. For the people over here on Instagram, we are live on YouTube. YouTube.com/welovehiphop network. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. What's popping, gang? Let's see who's in the building, man. Who's in the building right now? Who is in the building? I'm ready to play. I feel like I should put a pause in there. Yo, what up, brother? What up? We over here. Old John Crow 416 Trackstar music in the building. Tasha _Latina, good evening. Lee Ho in the building. Jason LP in the building. Who else is in the building, man? Let yourself be seen. Comment Gang Strong. Is my audio good? Young Money is in the building. We got a lot to get to today, man. Actually, you know what? Let me stop frying, man. Let me turn off my audio here. Let me turn off this beat here, courtesy of B3. We don't got a lot to get to today. All right, we're probably not going to be doing no 3-4 hour live. I really want to get into the rant that I have, or my thoughts. I don't even want to call it a rant. I don't even want to preemptively call it a rant. I want to get into my thoughts that I have on the Toronto scene. But we'll get into that in a second. Big salute to Soletta Ray, who just popped into the chat over here. Also, big salute to Shaq NMG in the building. Yeah, man. Let me pull up some ads here first, and then we'll get into the shits. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Where's my ads over here? Let's start off with Diamond Club. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app, as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer! Yeah. One more. Let's give a big salute to my people over in Ottawa, over at Only Loud. I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Yeah. All right, so let's get to it, man. I got a documentary that's dropping. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be dropping it. It's going to be dropping before the end of the month. I do have to do one correction and then re-upload the documentary. There's one detail, major detail that I feel like I've forgotten. So the documentary is it's pretty much complete. What you guys can see on the member section, I'll leave that available for now while I'm doing the update. And then once I do the update, I'm going to take that one down and then re-upload the new one with the update. All right, now I'll show you guys a piece of this documentary, and that'll take me into my first topic here. Let's pull up the doc here. The doc is called "The Rise and Bloody Fall of the Toronto Drill." All right, let me go to the member section. Become a member if y'all want to get some early content. We got some interviews and some different content that's behind the wall over there that I'm probably never going to be dropping. But as far as like some of the stuff that you want to see early episodes, like a day before we drop, interviews probably sometimes weeks before we drop, go check out our member section. But I'm going to pull this up. I'm very proud of my documentary over here. I think I did good. Let's go to around here. Daddy Rambo were making hilarious content. The media continued to build with YouTube channels like Worldwide Spotlight, 6Buzz Premier's music video channel, and this channel here. Please subscribe. In 2019, we lost one of our media brothers to incarceration with the arrest of 6 Worst Channel's owner, Goggles. The 6 Worst Channel was a great source for what was happening in the underground Toronto scene. Multiple uploads a week giving the details of what was happening in the Toronto underground rap scene. However, just like that, the channel disappeared, and so did Toronto guy Cody. By the time we got to February of 2020, the world was shut down by the pandemic. This caused everyone to stay home glued to their phones and not outside at shows and clubs. Some rappers found a way to reconnect with their audience, and others perished from the lack of shows and networking. The budding Toronto scene was starting to take even more L's. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot came. You know what? This is about 2020. I want to go back a little bit further to when I feel like the beginning of the end started for the Toronto drill scene.
Five years in the side bag.
Oh, I got to get to the anthems too. Holy, watch this. Bare anthems, one by one.
Bad bitches gon' strip, dope boys gon' trap to this. Keep an
Their
eye on
anthem.
lack to this.
The connection to the United Kingdom became even stronger. Major figures tapped in like Tim Westwood and Charlie Sloth, and artists like Smoke Dogg, Puffy Ellis, and Northside Benji would go viral. As far as Northside Benji, his buzz and cult fan base gave him the highest viewed flyer in the booth of all time.
Facts. About me trapping, selling nines without a strip. About my nigga number 9 and all his rich.
In September of 2017, another Toronto anthem dropped from a 17-year-old rapper from the Alexander Park area and a younger brother at the aforementioned Casper TNG. When the video for K-Money's Come Outside was uploaded to YouTube, that reinforced the wave of Toronto anthems with many to follow.
Come outside, just come outside.
From 2017 to 2019, we got a plethora of Toronto hits, including Canada Goose by Pressa featuring Tory Lanez, Trap House by Smoke Dogg, Still by Mo G and Smoke Dogg,
Still moving product, moving lava. Not rocking Prada, rocking Gucci.
Side Bag by Wave Montagna out of Malton.
5 years in the side bag. Pour that bar for the ting.
I Love My Gang from LB Spiffy featuring Ching, which later became the sound Lil Tecca stole.
I swear I love my gang.
YG and Houdini Auntie.
In the trap with your auntie. Shoot a brick in her panty.
Burner Bands and Houdini Late Night.
Late night. What's the price?
A lot of these tracks have certified gold plaques to this day. So what went wrong? I want to take a quick break from this episode to give up. So we did the Only Loud ad, so we'll skip across here. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer! To understand and follow the Toronto drill scene, we have to go back. I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'm going to play just in the downtown we'll Toronto area. A calm afternoon on May 30th was broken with the sound of gunshots. This would start the infamous car chase between K-Money, Casper TNG, and the Toronto police. They were ultimately arrested on their way to a long legal process and incarceration that took them out for 3 to 4 years. Subsequently, on June 30th, 2018, social media timelines exploded with the tragic news of the murder of Smoke Dogg at the now closed Cube nightclub. Video surveillance showed two men fleeing the scene, with one of them being Toronto rapper 21 Neat. 21 Neat, who is now convicted for the second-degree murder of Smoke Dogg, is a part of the Neat Gang / Wasp Gang, repping the Driftwood area of Jane and Finch. As mentioned earlier, Pressa is one of the most prominent members of the team, and just a year before that was on tour with Smoke Dogg, opening for Drake's Boy Meets World tour. This killing caused major division for the two camps, accumulating into diss songs, real-life circumstances, and irreparable damages that permeates today. Smoke Dogg had an international appeal. Right now, and a few other things happened, right? Obviously, there's a few other people that passed away. I talk about Houdini in here and the passing of Houdini, R.I.P. What I do need to add is the passing of Bully, R.I.P. to Bully as well, right? Just guys who are doing major moves, and not only doing major moves and accumulating attention online, their music was good. Like their fans were like real fans. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just play just a little piece of with the Houdinis when Houdini passed away when he was murdered. Watch how this fan really reacted. Like she was heartbroken.
That fled the scene.
So fantastic, heard they call them lacking.
Tributes pouring in today for DeMargio Jenkins, the 21-year-old musician also known as Houdini, was shot and killed at King and Blue Jays Way Tuesday afternoon.
He was just like my favorite Toronto rapper, literally of anyone. He was my favorite.
Shorty is like broken up about it, fam. Like as if she personally knew him, you know what I'm saying?
Tributes pouring in today for DeMargio Jenkins, the 21-year-old musician also known as Houdini, was shot and killed at King and Blue Jays Way Tuesday afternoon.
He was just like my
Like look at her face, fam. Like this is not one of the shorties from the hood. This is regular, white girl that just looks like she's into rock and roll and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she's like broken up about this shit. And it's not because he had a bunch of online antics. It's because she listened to his music and really liked his music. So there's a lot of thank you. DJs are in the building. Hipster, super hipster. She loved his music from the way that she was reacting to his passing. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same goes for Houdini, Bully, all of these different artists. And the scene self-imploded, man. It imploded on itself. It's destroyed itself. Like right now, there is things that are going on. We went through the list of stories that I was telling you guys in the beginning of this live stream. But to be honest, when you go looking for what's really happening in Toronto, and I'm glad that we work in the hip hop space. It's not just the Toronto hip hop space or the Canadian hip hop space, because if push comes to shove, and none of y'all niggas is doing anything exciting or nobody's putting out any music or starting a movement that we can really like get behind, we could just default back to American shit, to be honest. But like, it's getting kind of sad out here, fam. If you go through Torontology Reddit, okay? I was on Torontology Reddit for the last... Even when we were putting the podcast episode together, real shit. Let's go over to Torontology. I'm going to give it a refresh because I was on here earlier. Okay, so Sav 4 times. And Big Soul's a Sav 4 times. He's pretty much the hottest rapper in the scene right now, right? Another Sav 4 time Hazard Lights freestyle. So I guess he dropped a new freestyle. There's this going on with 2C6 and 3L and all, just people that I don't know, and just they're not rappers really, right? There's a Fredo Bang and Casper TNG track on the way, so that's a good look. They have done some updates in the last, let's say, hour or a couple of hours. But other than that, really and truly, like when you're going through this page, and I'm not even trying to do this as an indictment on the page, this is an indictment on the scene. What are we really looking at over here? Ain't shit going on. Sav 4 times again, right? What does it say here? Sav can't run, but he's running the city right now. Ha ha ha. Right? Drake fully endorsed by SDM, Real Western Road, baby. If you know, you know. Just like a bunch of who cares type shit. And then we're already 15 hours in. This is 15 hours ago now we're talking about. We're not even talking about shit that's like from the last 12 hours. This is yesterday's shit. So it's just getting kind of sparse as far as rappers that are doing something that is worth paying attention to. Even guys who are putting out good music. And even the fuckery. There's not even guys who are up to fuckery. It's just dead. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What are y'all saying in the chat over here? Has the Toronto scene come to it's gonna sound somber. Has it come to an ending point? Has it come to a dead end? Dead end sounds crazy. Holy shit. Because if we go back to in the documentary, we had some good times. Shit was popping. And now when I go like we're not going to act like we give a fuck about top 5 stories that much. Like he's one nigga who puts out who keeps the timeline going every once in a while. But even with that, I'll even say even with the top 5 stories where everybody was more glued to, oh, what's top 5 gonna do next? Who's he gonna diss? Who's he gonna pop up with on a live stream? People have gotten what we call, I guess, what I would call top 5 fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Because the last piece that we put out, or the last episode, I put out a clip from it. Ain't nobody give a fuck. Surprisingly, because usually that's like a YouTube content hack for Toronto. Put top 5 in the title with a thumbnail, it's out of here. Last video I put out about top 5, niggas is like, so? You know what I'm saying? JNS Dizzy says, you just mad you can't eat off nobody name right now. Not really. Because if you look at it as eating off people's names, that's not what we're doing over here. I'm talking about like if people got a movement going on that we can get behind, not just the fuckery, not just, oh, you crashed out and you know we got content, we got content. You know what I'm saying? Like when No Jumper came down here and was doing the vlogs and stuff like that, that's content. You know, when Sav 4X was up on No Jumper, when Pressa was on The Breakfast Club, when Casper TNG was on Vlad TV, that's content. That's something where we can be like, oh shit, man, them are doing something. Let's react to that. That's dope. Let's repost it. Let's big it up. So it's not only about what's going on with the crash outs or when's the next time somebody's gonna crash out. You feel me? Let me see what you're saying here. Brian Dress says, here we go. That's why the scene is dead. I don't know. Is it me? Do I keep on perpetuating it by talking about this shit? Or am I just making an observation on what I'm seeing? Right? Jason LP says, when you kill the 2 artists that could have made the biggest impact, you fuck up the future. That sounds pretty on point right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just an observation. I'll leave it there. You know, before I even leave it, because you guys are acting like, or not you guys, just one person is like, yo, it's you. You only talk about the fuckery. I'll even go on certain pages. I seen 6 Entertainment talking about Cardi B. And I was like, why is 6 Entertainment posting about Cardi B? And then I was like, oh, this goes back to my theory. Ain't shit going on so bad in Toronto. Like, it's so des right now as far as the scene. that blogs that are usually covering, like, you know, with all due respect, some of the most lowbrow fuckery, like this guy got beat up by this guy in the hallway of a building somewhere. They ain't even got that to post. They're like, oh, well, what's Cardi B up to? All the way in America. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up my Instagram. I'll show you, for example. I just saw this comment right here. I'm gonna put that on the screen right there. You're a whole asshole, bro. Pause. The host is just blaming on the Indians. That's crazy. Oh man. Bro Sound says there are artists putting in work and releasing music, but no one cares. Talk to me. Who? Because, and listen, you're probably right, but tell me who are some of these names, and then we can gauge if people actually know these names or if people care. You know what I'm saying? I know, for example, besides Sad 4 Times, who put out a whole album the other day, Northside Benji just dropped a full album. You know what I'm saying? Triple OG says, you stopped doing music for the fuckery. Where's the weekly list? You know what? To be honest, the weekly list was fucking trash, bro. Niggas only wanted to get that weekly list because there was a chance that one of their trash music videos that had like 300 views might be, or sorry, 500 views, because we put at least a limit on it, might be able to get there because we let so much bullshit come through the door. And then when we continue to bring these lists up, you know what I'm saying? When I tried to bring the list down and say, you know what, instead of just making it like these wide submissions where we were just letting anybody who had 500 plus views get a chance to get all of their friends to get together and vote so that they can be the #1 video in Toronto this week, right? When I cut all that bullshit out and started saying, okay, we're going to pick videos that people are actually paying attention to for real and make a top 6 every week, guess what? None of y'all niggas watch those videos. I'd make it as part of a 2-hour episode. I would literally see the retention go down inside of the 2-hour episode when we're talking about that shit. And then when I make a clip of it on its own, let's say we talked about it for 15 minutes, we did a 15-minute listing, it would do like 200 views. So I don't even want to hear that shit about, oh, it's because you stopped doing the list. You niggas never cared about the list after a year. Acting like, oh, where's the list? Why only 200 people watched it then? But 3,000 people, 5,000 people will watch if top 5 was stubbing his fucking toe. Y'all act like you wanted the shit, but when I was providing it to y'all, niggas didn't care. And now you act like, oh, well, it's because that's not there anymore. Y'all didn't care when it was there. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Let me show y'all something. Let's start with this. And it's, listen, with all due respect, because it's not even an indictment on you. It's an indictment on a bunch of people in the audience that never watched those segments. Why the fuck is Six Trench talking about what Cardi B had to say about Nicki Minaj? It's because they're running out of content. It's not just me.
Story that I came in the industry to like take over somebody's career or like make them think, but it's like I never thought that. I just wanted to become famous at what I like to do. That's all things. Sometimes people just don't get along with each other, and if they don't get along with each other, it's no more like, oh, but I think that they don't get along with each other.
I don't care, bitch. Sorry, I don't mean to call her a bitch. I'm just frustrated. Brian George says Friday's mad. Top 5 ain't give you anything to talk about. He did. Nobody cared. We have a whole clip about top 5 and, oh, you know, his charges have been cleared. I made the thumbnail, him and Gary Gray next to each other. I was like, oh, we got content. Nobody cared. Y'all are over top 5 too. You're like, okay, so unless top 5 actually drops some music, niggas don't care. What are you going to say? Fuck the ops again? No. It gets repetitive. It gets redundant after a while. So I would understand as y'all as audience members to not care anymore neither. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it into words that we have. You know how there's that new thing going around? Well, I feel like I'm talking about it like a disease. There's that new term going around called black fatigue. I think Toronto, maybe not the rest of the world, but Toronto itself, Toronto audiences have Toronto rap fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Bro Sounds, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, says Young Smoke, Smoke Dogs Bro just dropped a song, song 2, pretty decent, but songs like that, sound like alt artists or ATL artists. Duh. Also, even with that whole Young Smoke track, I'm glad you brought that up, Czar. Alt tracks, like ATL tracks, my bad. Because I seen on the Reddit, they were making fun of him. I should have made the freaking thumbnail Toronto fatigue. That's hard. It's really not, but that's a hard title still. Let me find what they're saying. Because they were dissing Young Smoke on the Reddit. They're like, yo, the man's not even doing numbers, fam. I don't know why all the Reddit warriors have like a super extra Toronto man accent. Let me see if I can find this shit. Plus, there's not that much news that they have in there anyway. I should be able to find this shit. They were dissing, man. They're like, what's the number saying, Crow? Holy, it's a bare fuckery on here. Anyhow, I'm not going to find it, or I probably passed it. But yeah, they were like, yo, this guy's not doing numbers, and he's not the only one that I seen. They dissed the shit out of YG over here on Torontology. So, yo, Unk ain't even doing numbers anymore. They're calling him Unk. I'm like, yo, these niggas is like 20 years younger than me, and they're calling them Unk? That's crazy. What can we do? All right. Instead of me complaining about it, oh, the shit's dead, y'all killed the shit. Let's be solution oriented. Let's be solution based. Give me some suggestions in the comments. What can we do to make Toronto great again? All right. We need to make some merch, some red hats. Make Toronto great again. Make Toronto rap great again. Do we need to start really recognizing the people who aren't on the drill shit or aren't on the street shit? Because I got to be honest, for somebody who's dealt with a lot of niggas when it comes to the street shit, a lot of y'all niggas is ignorant as fuck and don't have a plan. So you want to come onto the show and then have no plan later on. Right? Stop drill music. I think drill music stopped itself, Juicy Hamburger. I think the drill wave is pretty much over. DRK says, make timeless music. Yeah. Is drill over? Let me not get ahead of myself. Is drill music over? Because in my mind, I'm saying the drill wave is done. Niggas ain't really on that, getting on Instagram, saying, yo, we're spinning the block, we're on the op block. There's so many niggas who got locked up from that shit now that I don't even know who's left. All the Bronx drills niggas and the Brooklyn drill niggas are all locked up. Fabio Foreign was locked up for like 4 months and nobody cared and nobody knew. Put that in. Nobody knew that Fabio Foreign was completely in jail. You know what I'm saying? If that's not proof that drill is dead, I don't know. If the proof needs to smack you in the face, like if I'm a drill rapper or if I'm an up and coming rapper and I want to get into, if I'm trying to pick a genre, even though like I guess you don't pick a genre, the genre picks you. I wouldn't be so quick to put on a balaclava and be like, yo, I'm spinning on the ops. I might get on some well, I won't say Dave shit, but like you might need to get on some XXX Tentacion type shit, Lil Peep type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or some boom bap, Griselda type shit. Because all these drill rappers that were doing the sturdy dance and smoking on this person, my backwood smoke his best friend, all that shit, Dunzo is out of here now, bro. Niggas look at y'all like you're like, oh, y'all are still on that. Y'all niggas stuck in 2023. All right. Off the Grid Entertainment says Drill died with King Von. I gotta sit and take that in for a second. How long ago did King Von pass? Because he might be right about that. He might have been like one of the last ones. It could have been him or it could have been Fulio. Because I feel like if people were still down to hear like high level fuckery and see what's going on with these guys, if they made some content that they're at a gravesite somewhere or doing something stupid, you know, we were still, you know, down to be like, okay, I'm gonna take some time on my phone. And listen, I swear we got other topics. I feel like I'm going too long on this rant, but I feel like I could spend more time as far as when it comes to watching fuckery. If we want to keep it to, oh, you guys, people don't even care about the drill rappers fuckery no more. They can't even get clicks when they are crashing out. I'd rather watch Icy Springer talk about two people's relationships that I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about these people, and I'm just locked in. I'm dialed in. Like, okay, tell me more. You know, eating popcorn, warming up some popcorn. Icy Springer's on, talking to people that I don't even know about. They ain't talking about rap. You know what I'm saying? They talking about baby daddies and baby mamas and shit like that. The drill rappers are like dying to get some attention. Like, yo, fam, we just spun, fam. You're not even posting that. You're dissing. So it's not like they're not trying. I feel like they are trying. Their crime is still happening in the city. It's just that when they do it, now we call them stupid. They get the adverse reaction from us. We're not like, oh shit, that guy's really with the shits. They had 100 shots over at the studio on Queen Street. Oh, all them niggas is really with the shits. No. When we see shit like that, we're like, look at these fucking locals. Look at these idiots. Look at these crash outs. Oh, don't be like them. So it's like, whatever the drill niggas was doing back in 2017, 2018, that was impressing their audiences. Now their audience is like, oh, you did that, bro? This nigga's acting like Johnny Somali or something. Like the audience don't respect your crash out anymore. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is just wasting their time. Like, put your gun back. Put the gun down, bro. Like, nobody's gonna care. You're gonna make the national news or the CTV and all that shit, but like, you'll be on the timeline for like one day and then we off you. All right, so just my observation. Juicy Hamburger says rap is dead. People become streamers now. Fam, salute to the Crook. The Crook is on stream playing friggin' GTA and shit. Like making up his own playable characters on the screen and shit. What are we talking about? This nigga got off of a friggin' bank heist and now he's a streamer. This is proof that the Toronto rap scene is dead. He's jumping ship do it now, bro. Get off the boat before it sinks. Let me get this streaming shit, bro. Let me make sure that my game's on point. You know what I'm saying? Get me a headset. Hell yeah. Fuck that booth and a microphone. You're talking to a rapper turned podcaster. You don't got to convince me twice. I've been jump ship. I've seen the Titanic. I seen the iceberg from like miles away back in 2017. I was like, oh shit, is that an iceberg in the distance? You know what I'm saying? Me with my binoculars, like, is that an iceberg in the distance? Okay, let me get off of the rap Let me get off Rap Island and become a podcaster. Stupid. I'm there with the telescope. I think I see an iceberg. Anyhow. Let's get into some topics, man. Some actual topics. The Drake leaks. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to start off the live with just like some real like unmotivational speaking over here. I swear by the end of this, I will motivate the people, man. All right. Don't quit your rap dreams, bro. Keep going, man. All right. You're gonna make it one day, my nigga. All of y'all. I'm playing, but I'm not playing because there's the people who are doing really well in the rap game. So let me stop. Yeah, but these Drake leaks. Let me talk to y'all about these Drake leaks for a minute because it's gotten out of control, man. I told y'all I got the strike the other day. They hit me with a major strike for that National Treasure song here. Let me see if I could pull up my strikes. Let me show y'all some behind the scenes, some BTS. Some BTS. BTS. So, one copyright strike. We received a copyright removal request for your video. Based on applicable copyright laws, we removed your video from YouTube. So I didn't even have a chance to contest this shit. It's like, said, yo, take that shit down, bro. Universal said, take that shit down. Your video was removed from YouTube. Your channel received a strike. If you get 3 strikes, blah, 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 blah. My strike expires in 86 days. Content removed by Universal Music Group. Where's my fucking sound effects, man? Here we go. Okay. So the Universal is doing their due diligence as far as trying to stop the bleeding from this Drake leaks. But I just want to go over these leaks with y'all real quick because I'm not going to reveal my sources, but oh man, my source, bro, he's been hooking it up, bro. He or she has been hooking it up. Okay, we'll leave them androgynous. So what I got here, you guys can maybe go over it with me. I'm not going to click on any of these songs. We ain't playing those games. But I think you guys might even have a little bit more education than me when it comes to whether these songs are from old albums or new albums. So this Star Trek song, I listened to it a few days ago, featuring Lil Wayne. That sounds like some old ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even before CLB shit. Skies Parted with Kodak Black. They've already revealed, or internets have revealed that Skies Parted track is something that was supposed to be on the CLB album. And have you guys heard any of these songs that are on in this list right here? Trump Towers featuring Central C. That's the one that just dropped the other day. Bro, I wish I could click on some of these just so I could like get a little, give y'all a little sample. But I showed y'all, like Universal not playing. They want their bread. Okay. National Treasure, that's the one that the song in question. So I would say these two right here, Trump Towers and National Treasure, those are new ones. That's just how I feel. That's a new one also that was played on the Iceman 3, if I'm not mistaken. Enough said, that's old. Find Your Love, old, obviously. Supermax. What is this Supermax track, gang? Drop the link. Where can I put this link where y'all can get this, man? I'm not here to cuff the music, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want this, you can have this, fam. Like, I feel like a lot of this shit is old. Right? The National Treasure that's in here, the mix is way better than even the one that I had before that I got a strike for. And listen, it's not only over here on YouTube that I got a strike. Like there was content removal on other platforms as well. I can pull up my let me pull up this. I can pull up my Twitter, and they removed that shit on both pages. Let's go to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Friday Ricky Dread. Let's find this shit. Here's the the copyright removal that I showed you guys, but oh, here it is. Drake and Press the National Treasures, better mix, you're welcome. This media has been disabled in response to report by the copyright owner. So these guys are not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like these songs, some of these songs are gonna drop. But let's go back over to this list because I want to just go over it quick fast with y'all and see which ones are old songs, or we can reconfirm together which songs are the old ones and which ones are the new ones. So, and I'll send you guys the link. Who asked for that link? Who asked for that link? Keep Six Archives, great name. Yeah, send me a DM or email me at welovehiphoptoronto@gmail.com. We'll talk over there. Okay, I'm not here to be soliciting man's music and shit like that, but like, I feel like a lot of this shit is old shit at this point. Slimed Out, Supermax. I don't know about the Supermax track. Slimed Out featuring Lil Durk. This might be kind of new still. Is this old shit? Like, let me know. I think this might be new. It might be unreleased. Zone. Don't know about this. Trance featuring Metro Boomin, Travis Scott, and Young Thug. This gotta be old. If it's got Metro Boomin on it, this gotta be old. What a Time to Be a Slime featuring Young Thug. What the fuck's up with that? You know what they're saying? Brian George says none of these songs are worthy of dropping. There's a theory that Drake is dropping mid on purpose. Okay. I'll pull up where I got that theory from. You know what? Let's do it now before we go through this whole list. But there's a theory going around that Drake is dropping mid on purpose. Let's go to DJ Head. I'm actually going to DJ Head to source some information.
How you make your noodles? Give me.
No.
There's a Drake leak of a new song, and he gets at LeBron.
Okay, which one you want first? The pros or the cons? Either way, they're gonna cook me.
Either way.
But okay, so
let me go before you go. The song is hard. Drake, this is the that we want you to do.
Talk it.
I want you to talk your. My theory that I think is that he's intentionally dropping trash music.
What?
Why haven't we got this one first?
I don't think he had it.
You don't think he had it? You think he just made it? Drake ain't been doing nothing but in the studio. What?
This guy's such a hater.
Has been the consensus recently on social media. We need Drake to come save hip hop. That's what people been saying. We need Drake to come save hip hop. We need Drake to come fix it. So since y'all need me to come save hip hop, y'all let this kick my back in for a whole year. I'm not giving y'all it. And you got the situation that you got going on with the parent label. Tell that to come save hip hop. Y'all said I'm not like y'all.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think he thinks that he's dropping heat and he just don't know.
But he knows this is not 6 p.m. in New York. This is not 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
I'm taking it from the perspective of him being lost and probably tone deaf, just because I don't think someone of that magnitude would have an ego that would allow them to put out trash shit.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So
maybe trash is the wrong word.
Okay, mid. According to his standard, that's mid.
Okay.
So I don't think that his ego will allow him to put out mid records. This record is substantially better than all other he's put out. I don't necessarily care to hear the Yeet-like records, Yeet-like beats, and like, you know, I don't want to hear that from him. I want him to rap.
You don't want no YN Drake.
I don't want YN Drake, but I also don't want Woes Is Me Drake. I don't know what happened. We're my friends. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, everybody know what happened. Cool. I do like this song. I like this song better than all the other songs that he's put out. So I'm satisfied if this is the direction moving forward. Why are we back to this double dub? Is it a record? Is it not? Who got the record? I don't got the record. Where's the record?
I think that this might
I got the record.
be a part of one of the episodes. It was like 2 kids that like stream or whatever that had
Got
put
the
it out.
song.
So I do think that we were about to get it. Was it?
I got the content.
What are we on? Well, we would be on episode 4. So if this is that, I think that we probably were going to get it, but they leaked it so early. Or this is something that you've been had for however long, and that's also why you probably upset about it, because you might have not wanted to put it out, because he gets very direct.
Or you leaked it, and part of the strategy is to act like you mad that it leaked.
I'm gonna end the clip right there. They about to tear you up. When I cut the clip, I'm cutting it right there. It's gonna say effective immediately.
Salute to Gina Views. That's who gonna get the salute on that one right there. Gina Views did that nice. Is it facts though? Is she cooking? Or is I feel it's crazy saying this. Is Head cooking? Is Drake dropping mid on purpose? Because from that time from the Iceman 3, everybody was complaining. What's the dirt? Academics, everybody who they're calling the Drake Vengers, right? They was complaining. It's like, I ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? They even have me as a Drake Venger. I don't know why. Just because I fucks with homie, like, doesn't mean that I fuck with everything that he does. I wasn't mad at the songs, but I didn't think that they were the most amazing thing either. Let me show you. They got me on the Drake. They think I'm such a Drake glazer that this is what they do now. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that I need to get this off the screen? Do y'all think that the nigga's dropping mid on purpose? Or do you even think that the stuff that he's dropping is mid in the first place? That might be just DJ Head and Gina View's opinion that the stuff is mid. All right. There's something that stood out to me. Blue and green red. I feel like this should be red, blue, green. All right. That song, the song that was up from the 100 gigs, it disappeared. It's mixed and it's on this little file that I have over here. Cheerios also. We know about Cheerios. Cheerios came out maybe about 5 months ago. I got the content. 24 featuring Kanye West. Like, One Day featuring Playboy Cardi. Waiting to Exhale. And look, there's dates underneath them too. June 25th, June 25th. So it's not like there's no kind of there's no kind of metrics of when these songs might have came out around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, some of these tracks are fire as far as like the quality, instead of calling them a bunch of mid songs that were released. But a lot of these songs are songs that were leaked already, right? Taylor Made Freestyle. This is not a leak. He put this out himself, but now there's what do you call this? The Drake leak. This is like an album, 25 tracks, 126 minutes of airtime. Chains featuring Young Thug. At the Gates featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Bro, I wish I could play this shit for y'all, man. Can't do it though, man. Can't do it, man. Told y'all, man. I got the copyright. Universal ain't playing, man. If I dare to even press any of these songs for like 3 seconds, I'm telling you the stream's coming down. In real time. It's not even going to be a like, oh, later on you're going to see the stream disappear. I'll be in the middle of a sentence and the stream will friggin' just get blocked. I saw it the other day with Academics. You know what I'm saying? I seen it the other day with I seen it, and that not because of the music videos. Another time because of the music. All right, so Universal's not playing, but hit me up on my email address. welovehiphop. Hold on, I'll put it on the screen. I got you. Okay, welovehiphoptoronto@gmail.com. You know, don't be shy. Send a little PayPal. It'll make that job a little bit easier. I'll send you the whole thing. All right, pause. Send you the whole thing. Sorry, my bad. X-Files. Okay, let's move on. Let's take these banners off the screen. Niggas be like, yo, you out here selling my leaks, nigga? Nah, B. It's donations. And we try to build a school. Staying on Drake for a quick second. All right, pause. Drake has a beef that I didn't know that was going to happen. The beef that I never expected us to have. Drake versus Bleek. I did not expect this. It wasn't in my bingo cards for 2025, 2026. I think that Bleek is a legend in his own right. Okay, a lot of people like to clown Memphis and just be like, "Oh, you're just like Jay-Z's friggin' pocket rocket," you know what I'm saying? But like, Bleek's that dude. But when I saw this post the other day, and I'll pull it up over here, it was on, where was it? Okay, it was on X. Actually, I saw the Instagram first. There was a post that I seen this nigga on. He was singing some Whitney Houston shit. Let me just pull up the post here. This shit right here. I'm not trying to get no copyright. Right? So I didn't catch the play, right? He said, "Oh, nice. More unsolicited advice from rappers you loved in 2005. Right? He's over here with the snow bunnies. Dr. Umar would not be happy right now. Nothing. Tune. Yo, this guy's having a snow bunny party over here, bro. Dr. Umar crashed the party and freaking everybody out of here, man. 1,000 lashes for everybody. Chubbs, man them. 1,000 lashes. Hold on. Where's my Dr. Umar? Jesus Christ. How the hell? Drake, man. I know you have, but bro, the snow bunny party. Dr. Umar. Snow bunnies. Can I get a drop here? Can I get a drop, son?
Dr. Umar, I'm a white woman. Can I please ear you tonight?
And my young African prince, please don't let the dog eat doo-doo on Dr. Umar's school. Can y'all do me that? Can y'all promise me that y'all not gonna let the dog eat doo-doo? Let me say hi to the snow puppy. Come here.
Snow puppy.
Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Somebody's never snow puppy. Black queens forever. I said black queens forever. Snow bunny. Come here, snow puppy. Come on, baby. Snow puppy. Stay away from our women, snow puppy.
Snow puppies never. Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. I swear, one day I will grow up, man. Hold on. I just need to see that one more time. Oh, shit.
Please don't let ever snow bunnies never forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never snow puppy. Black queens forever. I said black queens forever.
This guy's chastising the dog. Drizzy, that one's for you, man. Okay. But the point is, he said, more unsolicited advice from rappers we loved in 2005. I didn't catch the joke. I didn't know who he was talking about. And then I don't know. I guess I was watching Joe Button or somebody, one of these podcasts, and they were like, "Oh, he's talking to Bleek." So this is what Bleek said.
What it shows you, man. Know what it shows you, man. And I hope the OVO camp and everybody knows, and any other rapper that's getting into this business and want to be a star, they don't love you, man. It's just like the streets.
Sweating.
You a showman. You here to perform, do your show and go home. Certain fans gonna love you, but the masses is not gonna love you. They're gonna respect you.
Right.
But there's no love here. It's the next man up. And that's what it goes to show. Because if you could dominate for so long like Drake did, and then somebody could just come move you out the way, like, get out of here. Where's the loyalty or the love of the fans, right? It's like almost they didn't exist.
That man got 10 diamond selling singles.
But
I mean,
but still, man, like, it's still, you don't want to be getting, assassinated on music, on record, then your comments, the Twitter, you walk in the street, people shouting this to you, doing it. It's a rough time, man.
It ain't gonna go away because guess what?
Is it the assassinated? The nigga said he got assassinated. Like, okay, you lost a battle, but assassinated is, that's a little bit of a stretch. Am I glazing, gang? Did a nigga get assassinated? Like, left for dead? You know what I'm saying? Bullet holes off. Well, he did have the bullet hole freaking outfit. Yeah. You might be right, Bleek.
It's the Twitter, you walk in the street, people shouting this to you, getting, assassinated on music, on record, then your comments, the Twitter, you walk in the street, people shouting this to you, doing it. It's a rough time, man.
It ain't gonna go away because guess what?
All he got to do is he got to make another one. He got to make something to counteract that.
Do it, but does it? What about just music? Does it have to be a diss to counteract that? What if he came out with another album?
No, it don't have to be a diss.
Okay.
Like, remember, I'm never gonna agree with the.
I don't know why. I'm a piece of shit. I don't know why when Shannon started talking. Could I play it again?
You got to make another one. He got to make something. Instance, the Twitter, you see you doing it. It's a rough time, man.
It ain't gonna go away because guess what?
All he got to do is he got to make another one. He got to make something to counteract that.
Do it, but does it? What about just music? Does it have to be a diss to counteract that? What if he came out with another album?
All I feel like when I hear Shannon Sharp, all I hear is Oba Kibi, Oba Kibi. I told y'all I ain't shit, man. Oba Kibi, Oba Kibi. We's hungry, massa.
No, it don't have to be a diss.
Okay.
Like, remember, I'm never gonna agree with the fans. They try to say Ether was the best diss record in the Jay and Nas battle. Cool. We can't argue with the fans, but you know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna make a classic album. We're gonna drop the Blueprint. We're gonna drop the Black album. We're gonna do the things to out-hit your opponent. And that's how you win a war. You can lose a battle,
right?
But you got to win the war.
Yes.
And that's what I pray that's what they over there focused on, the war, not the battle.
Are you surprised that Drake took it this way, that he Universal and gonna sue? Are you surprised that he did?
Yes.
So this is the unsolicited advice from rappers we loved in 2005. So what, you don't got no more love for The Rock? You don't got no more love for Bleek no more, bro? Don't do that, Drake. Don't do that, man. I gotta say this because I fuck with the boy heavy. You know what I'm saying? I understand his plight, but you gotta stop getting at all these niggas, bro. I know it helps to bubble up the timeline, and maybe mans are just doing that. Yeah, whatever. Let's just make the timeline again. All right, Academic gonna react to it. If a couple people gonna make some videos to this shit. Cool. All right. But like, bruh, it really adds on to the whole narrative that Drake is sensitive about the shit. You know what I'm saying? And especially like you be getting at these niggas crazy, like rappers from 2005 that we used to love, or nobody cares about the opinions of guys who used to have shows packed with 50 men in a Nietzsche jeans. Like, he has this like vitriol and hatred towards like old school rappers and shit like that, man. Like, I think I might even get the same energy, low key. You never know. Like, if you're an old school rapper that turned into a podcaster, and you never really made it on that next level, like obviously how like Drake and his colleagues made it. I think he just looks at all of us like, y'all niggas is losers. Oh, y'all podcasters. Oh, what'd you go to Best Buy to buy your new microphones? Like, y'all little podcast, little ex-rap niggas could never have reached to the levels of where I'm at now. So how dare you even fix your lips to give me any advice, you failures? I gotta say, Drake, I kind of take a little bit of offense to that too. Like, nigga, you can't get at all of the ex-rappers who are podcasters now and call us losers or use the loser angle every time you get at these niggas. Because then that's going to be like, so I guess, okay, Maul wasn't an ex-rapper, so, you know, you can't, Maul's not in that category, right? Maul gets a pass. But like, if you used to rap and now you're a podcaster, loser, how dare you speak on what I got going on? Yeah, I'm suing niggas, but you can't say nothing about it because you never even got a platinum record, loser. It's a bad attitude, Drake. You got to stop doing that, fam. Respectfully, I'm telling you as a Toronto man. It's like, you got to stop punching down, bro. You're punching down. That's the epitome of punching down. Like, you may as well just said, yo, you're a failure, Memphis Bleek. You're Jay-Z. What does Act call him? Jay-Z's pre-cum? Just say that then. Like, damn, bro. What did you say here? I didn't even read this comment. I had it on the screen for mad long. One Up M says, your boy peaked years ago. Iceman trash is below mid. How do you know, nigga? Iceman ain't even out yet. Stop this. Shiesty's Buzz says W Drake. I guess. But like, nigga, like, you won. Let Bleek get his shit off. Even let your nemesis, Joe Button, get his shit off. I know he used to have the freaking 100 or 200 people packed in a basement with a Nietzsche jeans. Let him get his shit off. He makes $20 million a year now just talking shit on a microphone. Let niggas get their shit off, dog. You are the guy. You're the most famous rapper in the world. Niggas is going to talk about you, B. But every time one of these niggas talk about you that you don't like, you can't be like, oh, niggas that we used to like back in 2005. Failure ass nigga. And I know people are going to be like, yo, but Friday, stop, man. Don't be acting stupid, man. You got beef with Jay-Z. Well, then say that then, nigga. Say, yo, we don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the boss. You know what I'm saying? Say, we don't talk to the workers. We only talk to bosses, nigga. Say that. It's not any better. But, you know, we don't talk to the pre-cum. We talk to the dick. Pause. Oh, man. Yolanda Richardson says, Drake won in the game of life, a.k.a. real career achievements, a.k.a. accolades. Yes. This is my point. Stop punching down, bro. Nigga dissed the shit out of Bleek. I don't want to say dissed the shit out of Bleek, but like, you know Bleek can't defend himself, man. The nigga got one flow. What's he gonna answer back on? You know how Bleek get? I heard niggas want beef. I'ma cook it up right. Like, the nigga got one flow, bro. Let him live, fam. What do you got? What's the name of his podcast now? The Rock Solid or some shit like that. Come on, fam. Let Bleek live, man. But yeah, salute to Rude Boy Scoops. He's hard in the paint right now. So the sore loser vibes. Who said he lost? I'm playing. Okay, let's move on. Salute to Drake. Salute to me, Memphis Bleek also, man. Memphis Bleek, he's a legend, man, in his own right, bro. Stop dissing Bleek, man. And Bleek, watch your mouth still, man. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more respectful, I guess. But yeah, we're moving on. I don't really want to get into this top 5 story, bro. The shit is not popping for this nigga right now, bro. But I will give him a congratulations. It's been a year since his whole thing happened with the charges. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to Sheistiest Bud for the donation over here. He says W Drake versus 20 with the owl emojis. You know what I'm saying? Big salute for the donation. But yeah, with top 5, like, he celebrated his 1 year of not being on probation anymore because his charges were stayed from last year in September 19th, September 20th. His charges were stayed, and from there, they said that he has a year before they can bring the case back up. Okay? So these are posts from his stories.
You freed me. Yo, I'm home.
How does it feel to be stepping out after being in custody for that long?
I feel like Shohei Ohtani, superstar.
What about the fact that a man did lose his life? Do you have any thoughts on
R.I.P.
that?
You know what I mean? R.I.P. I'm an innocent man. Hope they find whoever did that.
We're finding out for the very first time. In almost all circumstances, when the Crown stays the charges, that's the end of the matter.
They could revive the charges within a year.
To the media, he was adamant he wanted to speak to the media just a few seconds ago.
An innocent man just came home, right? 3 years the journey with the best lawyer, Gary Girl.
The infamous Toronto rapper Top 5 was just freed after his first-degree murder charge was stayed. The judge did not allow videos or social media posts to be used as evidence in the trial, causing the case to be suspended. And he's saying he feels like a
Suspended, that's what it was. It was suspended.
baseball superstar to be out of jail and still proclaims his innocence in the shooting.
I'll get back game, man.
All right, so yeah, he's freed up. He doesn't have to worry about probation anymore, or having a suspended sentence on his head. There's people saying in the Reddit he can travel to America. I don't know about all of that. All right. I will say this, and congratulations to him. You know what I mean? That's a W on him right there. He should have had some music ready right away. It's the 24th today. All this stuff was posted yesterday. As soon as you're gone clear, you should have dropped that tune. Like, he has the tune with Gucci Mane. Shit is still out there. It's on the internet. Drop it. Doesn't matter if it leaked already. Drop that shit. Had the song with 42 Doug. Drop that shit. You feel me? Because I had the whole, thing I was saying on the podcast earlier this week about, okay, if he switches up and does some I love you booby type shit, we ain't trying to hear that shit. I'll pull back a little bit on saying that. If you do that for 1-2 songs, I'm cool. But you got to drop some music, bro, at this point here. And as far as getting out of being completely in the clear with legal issues, just from my little behind the scenes knowledge, you got to remember that there was still the arrest that happened a while back for the firearms charges over there in Richmond Hill, or it could have been Markham, one of those, city of Markham, I think, right? There was a condominium that the police ran up in. They found a couple of firearms in the condominium, and they're putting it on top 5 and a couple of other people. So that case is still lurking, as far as in the background. However, from what I do know about that case, and I can give you guys just a little bit of behind the scenes knowledge, he wasn't going to have Gary Grill on the case for this one. He was trying to obtain counsel through what's her name there? Kim Schofield, the woman with the crazy hair. You know what I'm saying? But she's also a very big criminal lawyer, criminal defense lawyer. So that one is still lurking in the background. But that one doesn't interfere with the suspended sentence that was going on, for the suspended case that was going on from last year. Right? Those two things don't interact with each other. So, Brian George says, Friday should do an interview with the victim's mom. That should be a good look. Oof. It's not the worst idea in the world. That's a sticky one, though. You're trying to put me into some crazy territory, but I will consider it. I definitely will consider it. But yeah, like I said, about this top 5 guy, like you got the opportunity, the world's in the palm of your hands. You've been able to garner a lot of attention worldwide. Like the nigga got stabbed in the UK and it was all over the UK blogs, all over the UK news. There's friggin' UK YouTubers making videos about him, American YouTubers making videos. You got the world in the palm of your hand now. What you going to do now? You know what I'm saying? You're freed up. What's the next move? All right. If anybody's going to listen to my advice, drop some tunes, fam. Because what's going to start happening to, and this is just my opinion, people start saying, you know what? Well, what are we tuning in for? Because you're supposed to be a rapper that's turned streamer or doing both or whatever, but we never got no tunes. Just like with Young Thug. Young Thug came home and he spent so long not dropping a First Day Out tune that he ended up fucking himself over. Mind you, I will say when it comes to people who came home and caught W's versus L's, Top 5 did way better than Young Thug from him coming home. He got to the bag. He was able to get deals with different streaming companies and gambling companies and shit like that. And don't get me wrong, I know these guys are on 2 way different levels when it comes to getting money. But Young Thug, he should have came home and dropped the tunes right away. So I'll say the same with 5. Drop some tunes. Let's see what's popping. And yeah, let's see what's going on with the scene, because the scene is dying. The scene is dead. Thug didn't do a First Day Out. I don't remember his First Day Out. The first song I remember with Young Thug is, I think, on the Future album. It had no hype. I guess not then, because I guess it was not memorable. Shiesty's Bud, what happened to the Gucci track? You can find that. It's available right now. If I was to go on YouTube, let's go up on YouTube. Just give me a second, gang. I got way too many windows open over here. If I go up on YouTube, and I just put in top 5 Gucci Mane. First, the SEO is crazy. And it's right here. Beat a Murder. 6 block disses. 17,000 views. It's probably more than one of them up here. Actually, there's just the one. Gucci Mane. Okay, yeah, there's just the one.
Years quick, I'm like fuck, 2, 3, 4. Shout out to that bitch for the back door. 100 call me like. But niggas still don't trust me. Ask around the 6 and they'll tell you Gucci's dusty. 16 years old, but my clip hold 30. I ain't going back and forth. I don't play tennis. Just smack you for a couple racks. Your life worth pennies.
Woo. Gucci kind of slid on this one still. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what it is? I don't think Top 5's verse on this was that crazy. He could have done better on this song. I'm just gonna be an honest motherfucker. I'm not gonna be one of these guys who beats around the bush. He's hype. He's the most popping dude in the scene. So the song's hype anyway. Nah, bro. Is the music good? You can't just drop music. It's gotta be music that, like, people, when they hear it, it's undeniable. Like, oh shit. We thought this guy was just all about antics, but the song's kind of hard still. And not, oh, the beat's hard. I mean, like, the song's hard. Like, oh, like Top 5 floated on there. I didn't know he could rap like that. You got to do one of those, dog. You know what I'm saying? Or niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about, like, all the people that you pissed off over the years. All these guys, like, I hit a J3. You don't want Hit a J3 to be like, oh, that's what you did? The nigga can't even rap. Don't do that, bro. The niggas will clown you if you come with some garbage. So, just something to keep in mind. All right, salute to top 5. You know, congratulations once again. All right, welcome home. You beat the murder case, and yeah, we'll see what you do next, man. But I will move on. I don't care about this Adrian Broner guy. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Did you guys see this Adrian Broner shit the other day? I don't really want to stay too long on this. Let me see if I could find this. This guy, Adrian Broner, has been down super bad. And I know this is not really I don't really talk about these niggas like that. Right? But I just don't like to see people when they're down bad. Adrian Broner skips. Dinner bill. Let's do this. Look at this.
Party for free, cool.
But how is he gonna get this money?
He gonna get it back, man. Can we do a party or something? Why am I bleeding, bro?
No, because we got to square this up tonight.
Y'all taking me away.
Bro, I know you.
Hey, you don't want, bro.
You're not from there, do that.
You ain't working on it, bro.
I know you can't.
So this guy's skipping out on a $2,200 tab, and his homies ain't got it neither.
I ain't did nothing.
But you really
You'll get some money.
I don't know what's
tomorrow.
going on. Did y'all order anything from me?
This guy could barely stand up.
Yeah, bro. Hey, yo. Pay for this. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm right here at the front door. Yeah,
He didn't even make that today.
Bro, I don't have that. Bro, what are you talking about? You AB, bro.
Yeah, that's what it takes 2 weeks, bro.
Right, you didn't make that in one night.
Whenever y'all ready to arrest me.
This is a guy who was getting millions for a fight. Y'all don't see something wrong with this?
Arrest me. I ain't did nothing to nobody.
They're locking him into place?
Yeah, like motherfuckers is getting free
Here y'all go.
That's like promotions, man.
Oh, and you had it in your... Oh. These are the worst type of niggas right here, bro. Niggas who ain't trying to pay shit, and they got it in their pocket, bro. A nigga owe you the money, and they not trying to pay you. It's sitting right there in their pocket. He's like, yo, nah, bro, I ain't got it right now, man. Yo, let me hit you tomorrow, and I'm gonna hit you. And then pull out a Kyle out of his pocket, bro. If this nigga wasn't a boxer, bro, he would have got snuffed. Like, I would have had to snuff him, fam. If I'm dude that's waiting for my money, and you got it in your pocket the whole time, bro, I'm snuffing you, bro. But you're Adrian Broner, so I gotta let you live. Fall Lees, what up?
That's all I can give. If y'all don't want it, take it back. What that is?
It's 40, bro. It's 2. Damn, let's get them some money, man. They showed us some hospitality.
This nigga's a loser.
To the max. Nah, can't. What's that?
Give it to him. That's all I can give. Well, you done the recording, bro. I ain't fucked up. My life fucked up.
Yeah, he's recording because your friends are not your friends.
I ain't gonna lie. Since we've been out here, man, ain't nobody charged us to come through and kicking and give us.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't do this, bro. I would have stayed here until he shot me, bro.
Hey, did they communicate all this? I don't know. Defense came to me, told me. Y'all should have made that clear. Y'all plan on doing a walkthrough or something like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all just come in here and just run the tab and talk to them.
What?
He didn't talk to me either.
It's the same.
Same. All right, just take me to jail.
This is sad.
Hey, come get me. Right right now. Hey, BJ, give my phone. Give my phone. He really called the narcs, bro.
Yes, you're not. That's $2,200, bro. Pay the tab.
I don't think that's right.
They call the narcs. You're a loser, bro. This guy is just spiraling, man. Do I have it spelled Boner or Boner? Let me put it. Somebody mentioned the Cameron shit. Like when I saw the Cameron shit, that was like before this, right? That's when I was like, this nigga's he's on one. He's losing it. But it's just gotten worse since then.
What you waste that? I love you. God, I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, could you stop
Yes.
smiling? Can you stop smiling? You
Arabia is
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We gotta have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we guess we can move on to football then.
Stat, oh my God.
Yo, Stat, let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to actually go, my nigga. I mean, I have to actually go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You
It's sad, man, because when you see this guy in his heyday, hold on, let me get rid of this. This guy was getting money. He was.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That shit over with, bro. You got salt and pepper.
He's 35, bro.
Beard.
Stop playing.
I'm just saying you too old for that shit now. Go sit down.
Stop playing, cuz. I'll slap shit up.
Nigga sound like he got no teeth. Listen, man, this is not a story I have here. I have no commentary on it, man. I just got to say, man, just keep our eye on Adrian Broner. Hopefully he'll be able to turn this around. But even if he gets a fight that he's able to cake up off of and turn all of this around, win or lose, once you're on this downward spiral, it's hard to turn this shit over, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Brown Skin Dragon. She says drunk uncle vibes. Yeah, man, drunk, creepy uncle vibes. You know what I'm saying? Stranger danger. But yeah, salute to Adrian Broner, man. Do better, brother. Do better. I want to show y'all something that's going on over here with my homie Blacka Da Don. Big salute to Blacka Da Don. He's doing big things right now. Just to get into some Toronto rap for a second. I know earlier in this live stream, I was very pessimistic. I was like, damn, the scene is down bad. Ain't nothing going on. All these rappers are just down, failing and down bad. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get super, super somber. I will say this before we get to the homie Blacka Da Don. Even to add to that, bro, what happened to the No Jumper Sav 4 Times interview? Like the blog or the vlog. Because he did the interview with Sav 4 Times when Sav was in LA. But when Adam 22 came here, he did 2 vlogs. He did the one with Top 5 over in Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle, and then he went over to Malvern and he did one with Sav 4 Times. I got a theory. I think that the scene is hurting so bad that they ain't even dropping that shit. They're afraid of what the numbers gonna do. Either that or they lost the footage. It's one or the other because I've never even seen it posted in their members section. Mind you, I haven't gone over to No Jumper in a second. If we're talking about down bad. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't shit going on over there. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna go on a tangent again when it comes to that. Jason LP says, I've been waiting for that blog. Bring it up. Fam, I don't know what happened. Brownskin Dragon says corrupted file. Maybe. You know, sounds good. Sometimes you could run that flex there. Yo, the files are corrupted, bro. You know, I got a micro USB or SD card right here. Yo, the files are corrupted, bro. Maybe you could put it in your computer, see if it works over there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What happened? It's a mystery. My bad. I'm late on the sound effects. But on a positive note, all right, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go on a tangent. On a positive note, Blacka Da Don is out here. He's doing big things, man. All right, he's doing some great promo. I'll say that. I like the way that he's been doing his promo. Let me go on to his page here. Let's see.
This my own shit. This ain't big move. Call up Stephanie and bring me to bring out the gallon. I can make some calls. I'll bring out the man them. They coming with sticks. We ain't playing no hockey, but the chest got ice. Let me give you advice. Better choose up quick. Wanna live this life. I took her out of them nights. No panda, dunk Chanel and ice. Hold up.
Well, he's been doing like this merch delivery thing here. Watch this.
I'm here. This is the latest Chat Pack delivery I've ever made. Let's see the time. 2:27 a.m. as you guys can see. A lot of people, it's a Saturday night. A lot of people right now, they're probably partying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would love to be partying too. If I get the invite, I might still go. But that's not what it's about. I'm here, my guy Cheap Jan right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a Chat Pack delivery. You guys show him. It's a Don time. Don time. It's my guy. He actually came out to my birthday party. I did a private birthday party last year. I think that's the last time we saw each other. I posted the flyer. You hit me, said you wanted to come out to the party. I made sure you come out. You know what I'm saying? I always bring out my supporters to things that matter. You know what I'm saying? Last year he was at the birthday party, so I know he's going to be at the show in November this year. But you guys don't know. Chat Pack delivery. I don't care what time it is. I don't care how far you guys are. We're coming. You know what I'm saying?
The Chat Pack delivery.
Yeah, there it is. Blacka Da Don.
I'm supposed to be on this gentleman's show, the chef over here.
What's up, homie?
Doing forward.
I've been seeing that you've been selling these Chat Packs, and if you think the Chef 2K wasn't gonna get one, you're crazy. I got 4.
You guys know what this is. The Chat Pack. If you haven't got yours yet, you better go and get it. Respect to the broski for coming through. You guys know what this is.
What's in there? They're not opening the show. What's in there, fam? See, niggas is busy, bro. Like, what I like about Blacka Da Don, he's kind of incorporating making his music with the streaming. So he's streaming, but he's streaming about him making music.
We're gonna write the track list on here and we're gonna put it to the screen, and then I'm gonna take the picture of it like that. I'm gonna screenshot clip this. Fresh marker. Here we go. All right, we had the intro. Book.
I'm probably gonna get a copyright. Oh, the Chat Pack EP. So that's gonna be the name of the EP. I see that you did right there. I like that.
Chat Pack. As you guys can see, this
is creative promo. From when I started seeing all of these different videos of him in the studio working and shit like that, I was like, I like this.
Oh, long story short, Chat Pack, you know, this is how it works. Bro, hit me on the gram, said, let me come play some keys. Sarcasm's here too, by the way, just like you seen him come the other day. This is what the Chat Pack's about. Feel free to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? It's a community event. People are watching. They pick the beats. They choose the song names. If you're a piano player, guitarist, hit me up. You're welcome to the session. We are making this project together.
That fire.
You know those ad-libs he's been singing all day?
Bro,
on my verse.
I was gonna say
on my verse, right?
Like, I was literally gonna say
I know I'm not tripping.
I heard him like on some like army and
Yeah.
shit. Like, yo, he should like just
deserves
do a
it.
super
He deserves
tucked, like super tucked in the back.
Yeah.
He'll,
And
like,
Sonny will pick and choose with the best one.
yeah, and just like flood it with a reverb delay. And just super tuck it in the back.
See, y'all, if he was out here shooting at niggas and saying fuck the ops and smoking on this person, smoking on that person, I'm sure he would have a gazillion people in the audience seeing what he's up to. Yo, what's Blacka gonna do next? Who he gonna smoke on next? All right? But this guy's in the studio making music. Niggas don't give a fuck. Let me go on his thing. You guys are dissing, bro. I'm live streaming right now. This is a live stream. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to show some love to some of these rappers. This is why they end up just going back on road and just doing whatever. Right? Follow him up. I'm gonna do the same. All right. Let's give Blacka Da Don, Blacka Da Don 61. Follow him up on his Twitch. And you know, if he wasn't doing music, it'd be better to even bring it over to YouTube. But it's kind of hard to do that. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing the music streams and stuff like that, you kind of gotta go over like Twitch and Kick, which we're on Twitch and Kick right now. But like, you can't really do too much on YouTube when it comes to dealing with the music. All right, so I understand why they're over there, but go follow them up over there. What's this over here? So this is the track list, and this is all put together with the audience. This is the chat pack. Yo, I need a chat pack, fam. Oh, and they're gonna put the track list on the t-shirt. Yo, sick. And the thing is, the people who are receiving these shirts, they're probably contributed to putting those songs on the playlist.
Chat Pack community, we here. Your boy Black Don. This is the Chat Pack version shirt 2. You know what I'm saying? So we went for more of a streetwear with this one. These ones are for sale. They're available right now. But the 25 people that hold these shirts, the ones that sold out, they have an opportunity to be credited and gain some royalties from helping us create the track list. So the 25 people that own the Chat Pack version shirt 1.
You're going to get royalties off of the man's music too? You smart, son. You smart.
I need you guys to come join the stream tomorrow. Fill out the track list as the songs that we're going to create the songs together tomorrow. So the people that give me the song names, they'll be credited for that. They earn royalties for that. And once the 25 people send me the pictures of their writing filled out the track list, I'll be taking a picture of somebody's shirt and they'll be credited for the back cover on the mixtape too. You don't know, Chat Pack community, we're helping each other go from this level to that level. That's not going to happen unless we all do it together as a collective. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everyone that even pre-ordered version 3. I don't even have version 3 yet. It's not even.
Salute the Blacka Da Don.
Made. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, this is version 2. So it's more of a streetwear. It's a heavier t-shirt. It's got more of a heavy build than the version 1. But all of the version 1 shirt holders, I need you guys to join the stream tomorrow. It's time for us to make money. It's time for us to grow. It's time for you guys to eat. Chat Pack community. Bah! Chat Pack community, we here. Your boy Black Don.
Let me play y'all a little bit of Blacka's music before we get off of this, because let me hear what they're working with.
Speed off in fast cars. I'm moving like rock stars. We got them straps in each car. I get so high on Mars. This is no pink rock star. This is that black out pink. This is that LSO smoke. My youngins, they slide and they don't even think. Speed off in fast cars. I'm moving like rock stars. We got them straps in each car. I get so high on Mars. This is no pink rock star. This is that.
Oh shit.
Speed off in fast cars. I'm moving like rock stars. We got them straps in each car. I get so high on Mars. This is no pink rock. Black out pink. This is the LSO smoke. My youngins, they sliding, they don't even shooting above the rim. I'm in New York, I'm rocking Tim's. This is a chip like I gotta go in. Free my niggas, it's like an in. This is a young and I knew I was him.
Yo, okay. Listen, don't say that Friday don't be talking about no hip hop or no good music. Blacka Da Don been putting out good music for years, and we got about 3 Blacka Da Don interviews, different locations, all types of shit, man. Y'all need to go tap in with Blacka Da Don because he's one of our national treasures. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended, but like he's a national treasure out here. He's been putting out dope music for years, and to be honest, I don't think he gets enough love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people rate him. They're like, yo, his music's fire. But you go run to to put numbers on the guys who's smoking on everybody. You feel me? Put some numbers on this nigga shit. Trust me. Say that says check C for Tokyo Sensi Friday. Who's Tokyo Sensi? Put me on, bro. Yeah, man. I'm trying to find some good music, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be about who's smoking who. Right? I'm down to watch all of that shit too. I'm down for the fuckery, but let's have a balance. All right. But yeah, man, salute to Blacka Da Don. Look out for the Chat Pack EP on your phone just now. Dropping in November. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do an interview with him on location just now, so look out for that. Yo, big salute to AGB Da Don. AGB. That's my brother right there. MTL, MT Alien. What you got over here, Jordan? Risk. Stacks featuring FNO Dilo. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. I'm here for the music, man. In the end of the day, y'all, a lot of people have a misconception when it comes to like where we've gone when it comes to this content shit. I'm here for both. I'm here for these news stories. We can talk about who got shot, who's doing what. You know what I'm saying? We could get into our civic duties, which we will be in a second. But keep in mind, in essence, it's called We Love Hip Hop. So I'm here for the music. Just provide me the content, as the musical content, and I will talk about it. But if the shit ain't popping, guess what? I'm not talking about it, bro. And I'm not talking about the music if it's not good or whatever. I'm saying, like, if y'all niggas ain't doing nothing, you just have some all right music and your movement is just trash. You don't even have any good marketing ideas, then guess what? I'm not going to talk about it. But if you're doing good music and good marketing too, then I'm here for it, man. Trust me. All right. But just to switch gears for a second here. I don't mean to go crazy on the switching of gears, but I want to talk about the gun buyback that's been the conversation that's been going around about buying back guns. Okay. I be watching a lot of CP24, and I was watching a debate that was going on about the gun buyback. So I want to rewatch this. Maybe we could watch it together and maybe understand a little bit more about, for people who have guns already, when it comes to handguns, when it comes to rifles, different things like that. They're offering money for these guns, and if not only just the money, they're also offering like to be able to deactivate the gun. So I guess you could keep them as, like, I don't know, ornaments and shit like that in the house. You know, you could keep them up on the wall, but they're not actual working guns, right? Because we I don't know, we have like a weird government out here where everywhere, where one side of the government is like, no, we need to take away these guns, there's too much of them in society, and then there's a bunch of us who are like, I think we need a few more guns out here, myself included. Yeah, I think the civilians need to be able to strap up. They just shot up some dude's house over there in Richmond Hill, if I'm not mistaken. The nigga's house was bulletproof though, so they weren't able to get through the garage. I'm watching it right now. Major Mackenzie. Let me play it. Let me pull it up. Let me pull this up. I was like, God damn. Vaughn. It was Vaughn. House shot. Let's do this. Vaughn shooting. There we go. Okay, here it is. Oh, this is look, and it's linked to the
We
tow
have
truck
since
business.
learned of a second shooting that occurred around the same time on Allison Ann Way. In both of these incidents, no one was injured. We are aware and we know, we understand that this is very concerning for the residents in the community of Vaughan. It's important to understand that these incidents are targeted between specific individuals. I can't get into the details of that, but they are not random. In total, there have been 6 shootings in Vaughan in the month of September.
Jesus.
At 4 separate addresses. All are being linked and are considered, as I say, targeted. We did make an arrest in one of the shootings that occurred on September 10th on Lady Angela Way. Kajian Doman, 23 from Innisfil, remains in custody. We have increased patrols in the area in response to these shootings, and a team of investigators is working tirelessly. But I do want the community to know that this is being treated as targeted. These incidents are isolated and targeted. We have information.
This is not the news story I wanted to show you guys the other story that they had on this Vaughan shooting. Let me see if I can find this. It's something from today. It just happened today. Give me a second. I'll find it. Vaughan shooting. Because they're saying that the house that they were shooting was friggin' bulletproof, man. Which is a mod thing. How do I find this tow truck? This is the one. Okay, is it this one here?
Phil Bakari, good evening. There's been 6 incidents of firearm discharges at 4 residents across Vaughan since September 6th. 4 of the incidents involved 2 homes in particular. The one behind me here on Farrell Road, you can see it behind me with the red brick awning over the garage and the front walkway entrance. It was targeted back on September 6th and then again overnight around 3:30 in the morning. The first time I've heard surveillance video footage, there were some upwards of 15 shots fired at this home.
Jeez.
Last night, a neighbor tells me she heard 3 shots.
Look at the bullets. They didn't even get even close to inside of that garage.
A pause and then 3 more shots. Another home on Allison Ann Way, about 600 meters from where we're standing, also targeted twice, the same 2 nights, September 6th overnight and again last night. In both of those incidents, and in all of the incidents, actually, thankfully, no one was injured by this gunfire. The homes shot at, the vehicles and the driveways shot at, and it's becoming quite unnerving for the people who live here in this community. I can tell you this home on Farrell Road specifically is one that police have said has been at least linked to organized crime. What do I mean by that? Well, the person associated with this home is Alexander Vinogradsky, 39 years old, kingpin in the tow truck industry. He was gunned down in a homicide last year. I'm told his family still lives here at this home. Police saying all of the incidents are linked, though they would not link all of them to the tow truck industry. Here's what we heard from York Regional Police Constable Lisa Moskaluk.
We are aware and we know, we understand that this is very concerning for the residents in the community of Vaughan. It's important to understand that these incidents are targeted between specific individuals. I can't get into the details of that, but they are not random. In total, there have been 6 shootings in Vaughan in the month of September at 4 separate addresses. All are being linked and are considered, as I say, targeted.
I've told you about 2 of the incidents. The other one on Lady Angela Way, that's near Bathurst and Teston Road, and then another one over at Weston and Highway 7 as well. I want to bring in our crime analyst, Steve Ryan, who's joining me here on Farrell Road to talk about this situation. When you've got 6 incidents, 4 residents, police say they're linked. How do they go about linking these situations?
Intelligence-led, often, where they will gather information from people that are embedded in that industry to feed them information. And there's never a hurry to link them, let's say, to the tow truck industry. You don't want to link all these crimes if you're not 100% sure, because as I always say, once you link them, it's hard to unlink them. Now, they have said that the two shootings, as you alluded to, at this house where we're standing right now, they have to do with the tow truck industry. The tow truck operator was shot and killed, as you said, back in 2024. So clearly, those two shootings most likely still have to do with the tow truck industry. As
They
far as
all
the other
do.
ones, the shootings are linked, but as far as the tow industry, the police haven't said yet whether or not they're all connected.
I found the home really interesting. When I was here back on September 7th, I certainly noticed that the fortification of it. It seems like the garage door is not.
So they're going to talk about the. I watched this when they clipped this over. They clipped this from CP24. I watched this earlier when they were live. They're going to go over the bulletproofing of the house because they said this guy was like a tow truck kingpin. All right, and he died last year in a shooting and stuff like that. So his family still lives there. Wife, 2 kids still living in there, and they're shooting the hell out of that place. Ooh, I'm gonna check the DMs right now.
Being able to be penetrated by bullets, almost they just ricochet off them and dent them. The windows, the window panes are open right now. They've actually got blinds, look like metal blinds that come down as well. What does that tell you that this family has gone this far to protect not only their home, but obviously the people inside of it as well? And there were children inside.
It's a threat. And even the fact that the man that was associated to this house was murdered back in 2024. Those living inside that home still feel that there is some sort of threat. I have seen very few homes that are fortified like this home appears to be. The garage doors, the bullet holes or the indentations, the bullets didn't proceed through the garage doors, certainly suggests that they are bulletproof. And very few homes that I've seen fortified like this. But given the
Is y'all house bulletproof? Because I know my house ain't bulletproof.
fact that the family went out and did this certainly suggests that there is still a threat that they do perceive to be real.
Police have so far arrested 1 person. They don't know how many suspects they're still looking for. Police saying today they believe this was a hired gun, that all of these are hired guns, using stolen vehicles. What does that say to you?
Well, it's a sign of the times. Hired guns are out there in certain industries. The tow industry is no different when it comes to people willing and prepared to do the deed for the right amount of money. So now they have 1 person in custody. The associates, all the other associates around that person may be valuable information for the police with regards to other evidence, but it's baby steps. It takes a lot of time to gather that information.
Yeah.
This nigga always trying to come with a crazy suit also. Salute to Steve, whatever his name is. He's on the Steve Harvey shit. Underground Nation, send me if you're sending me a DM, send it to the Friday Ricky Dread page if you got anything else on this. There was I know I was going to talk about the gun buyback, but this is a mod thing. Sidetrack, no sidetrack. We're going to get to the gun buyback in a second.
Hi, Nathan. Yes, I can tell you that neighbors here on Farrell Road are quite unnerved today after this house was fired on twice in the last month. Now, police say they received multiple reports of the sound of gunshots just after 3:30 a.m. When they arrived in the Bathurst and Major Mac area, they found a residence pocked by bullet holes. Now, this is the second time in recent weeks the home has been subject to gunfire. On September the 6th, shots were fired on the home, and then the next morning, another nearby home was also shot at. In fact,
hold on. There's another tow truck shooting that happened the other day. Tow truck. Jeez, the SEO on the tow truck shooting is crazy. Holy. 3 hours ago, 6 months ago, significant rise in tow truck related shootings. What the fuck? This is not the same one that we saw a few months ago. Hold on, what is this? Did we watch this? No, we watched this. Did we?
The latest incident happened at a tow truck yard in the city's West End and marks the 14th time since January. Police have responded to.
Yeah, we did watch this a while back. There was a shooting that was like right around the same time that happened in that same thing was going on in Vaughan. There was something at a yard, tow truck yard. Let me do that. I hope they don't have to actually have the actual shooting at the damn yard, because I'm not trying to put that up on the screen. Targeted gunfire. Not that one. Yeah, because there was a shooting that happened at a yard like a day ago or 2 days ago. Jesus Christ, this happened 3 weeks ago? Oh, that's Chicago.
Thank you.
My bad. Chicago got the same problems. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm not going to find it. Oof. I didn't think that it was going to start cooling down anytime soon, but from this, what's going on over there in Markham and all those areas like that, like there's been a lot of random shootings that have been happening at these houses, and it's just going to get worse. To be honest, it's getting cold right now. I feel like a lot of that tow truck stuff that we even covered last year started going down when the snow started falling. So even though it's kind of the worst times to murk somebody is in the snow, but I just feel like as soon as it starts getting colder and colder outside, you're going to see more and more bodies dropping, more and more crazy shit happening. Obviously, in the summertime, they say that's when shit really heats up. But when it comes to this tow truck war shit, a lot of this shit went down during the winter time, or at least during the colder parts of this, or the colder seasons. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your eyes open. I will definitely be pulling up some more content on this as the stories unfold. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get back to what I was talking about before as far as this gun buyback thing, because I thought this was really interesting as far as, you know, the federal government offering money back for people's guns. So let's pull this up here.
Mr. Speaker, in all my years here, I've not seen this before. On Monday, a minister says that his program won't work. On Tuesday, he says he's going ahead with the program, a program that will take $750 million away from frontline border and police services to go after Grandpa Joe's hunting rifle, a waste of money that police say they won't implement, and that the minister was caught on recording saying they will never implement. He even promised to bail his tenant out of jail if he breaks the law. When will the Prime Minister fire this minister?
Mr. Speaker, let's be clear. If Grandpa Joe is using AR-15s to go hunting, I think we have to have a much more serious conversation about hunting. What we're going forward, Mr. Speaker, are 2,500 prohibited weapons, AR-15s that are killing people around the world, including those in mass casualty incidents in Canada, Mr. Speaker. If the leader of the opposition wants to have a real conversation about crime, he also has to have a real conversation about guns, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, that minister did have a real conversation about guns. He was caught on tape admitting that his program won't work because it will go after legitimate hunters and sport shooters rather than after the 80% of guns that are used in crime, which come illegally across the border.
Yeah, listen, man. You guys are going to call me conservative Rick, but he's making points, man. Like, Pierre's cooking right now, because that gun buyback program shit that these guys had on the table that they said wasn't going to work, they already admitted it wasn't going to work. They are going to take Hunter Joe or Uncle Joe's guns. They ain't going to go to freaking Ray and all of them and say, yo, we'll buy back the guns from you. And if they do, niggas will sell them some guns, but they'll have some more in the trunk. You feel me? I can't even see like the gangsters and shit like that even taking the risks of, okay, I'll do the gun buyback program. We'll sell you some of the guns that we bought here illegally and take the risk of not getting arrested. I hate that thing.
Admits that his $750 million program won't work. He offered to bail his tenant out of jail if he breaks the rules. He lost track of 6,000 foreign criminals in our country. He admits he doesn't know what a gun license is. More than half of Canadians don't feel safe under his watch. Will the Prime Minister do the only thing that will secure our country and fire this incompetent minister?
If you're serious about public safety, if you're not serious about gun crime, my honorable colleague
Underground Nation says they're taking legal guns away and letting criminals stay armed. Yeah, that's another thing too. You know what? Even if they take those guns away, those legal guns that these current gun owners have in their homes, they can't even use them to defend themselves anyway. They want them to use them to go hunt bears and shit. All right. They don't want them to use them if somebody comes in and home intrudes them. If somebody comes in and intrudes on their home, they're not, unless that person is in a equally threatening position to them. Like if they came in with an AR-15, then they can shoot back with the AR-15. But unless they see the AR-15, now if you defend yourself, you might go to jail. All right. Rap Has says Friday, I think the main issue is that there was never a chance for people to have the right to decide. Let people feel the way they feel. Yeah, you're right.
The other side of the house raises concerns about the illegal.
They're like, no, we could take your guns and no, hello, can I get a little bit of word in here, please? I want to keep my shit.
Flow of guns across the border. When he was in government, he made cuts that made it easier for illegal guns to come across the border. Mr. Speaker, we're going to be adding 1,000 officers at the border. He also has campaigned on a commitment to legalize assault-style weapons and claims they're used for hunting. There are hunters in my community I'd love to introduce them to. They don't shoot deer with AR-15s.
Speaker, it seems the Liberal strategy is to say that the public safety minister is not incompetent enough to be fired because they have, by comparison, an even more incompetent minister of justice. I guess everything is relative, Mr. Speaker. And I'm glad that to prove his incompetence, I'm glad he brought up the issue of border security, because we asked the government in an order paper question last week whether they'd keep their promise on 1,000 new border guards. They got back saying not only have they not hired the 1,000 more, they have no plans to do so. More incompetence from this public safety minister. When will the Prime Minister fire him?
Okay, so you guys get the point. Like Polyev and those guys, they're like, yo, make the borders a little bit stronger instead of letting in all of these guns. Maybe you guys should strengthen those borders, hire some more border guards, instead of saying, let's take the guns away from the people who are already here in this country who bought their guns legally. We're not worried about the legal gun owners. We're worried about the and listen, this is coming from a guy who used to be out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I've moved a couple of them burners around back in them days. Like, we're worried about guys like I used to be, and the man them out there who are out there with 100 guns in the studio. What is Underground Nation said? Remember the 100 shots fired at the studio. These niggas got all kind of guns that have camouflage on them and, freaking red, blue, green ones. Like, they got all kind of colors of guns and all kind of calibers. You think that all of these guys are buying them from people over here? Nah, bro. All of these guns are illegally getting shipped from America over here into Canada, right? While Trump's worried about the fentanyl, nobody's talking about the amount of guns that probably come across the border per day in this country. Not to mention the ones that are just starting to be manufactured right here, ghost guns and all types of shit. So this gun buyback program that these guys, were thinking about, didn't even really put it on the table. To be honest, it never really got onto the table. It's dumb, bro. It's actually victimizing the wrong people. You're saying we need to get rid of all of these guns, but you ain't taking no guns. All you're gonna do is leave all of the real citizens naked with no burner. Now they can get home invaded easily. Let me see what Jason LP is saying here. People need guns in Canada. There's a good number of people who live in rural areas who deal with some serious wildlife and minimal law enforcement presence. The only one side of the that too. I ain't even thinking about that, to be honest. Yo, thank you. I didn't even think about that. Like, you got to worry about bears and coyotes and all types of shit when you're living in the country. And then these guys are like, no, I think we need to take that gun away from you, sir. Nah, bro. So what? Are you going to leave me with some bear spray? I eat that thing. Big salute to Artie_clock_P from over there at Twitch. He said, you mentioned fentanyl. The fact that all of the banned substances still rampant, why Why will banning guns do anything? It's just virtue signaling, fam. They saying we closed the border, we got a fentanyl czar, all type of shit. It's just posturing. It's just so that we can feel a little bit better. It's just so that the media has something to play, right? And I'm pointing at my TV because I got CP24 in the background. It's just so that they could run something on the screen so that everybody can be like, you know what? All right, I feel a little bit better. Society's not going to shits, even though it really is. But if they were just to tell us it's going to shits, they have no control over it. There's no, they haven't had control over the borders since the 90s, since before the 90s. I can only go back to when I was out there doing my thing. And in the 90s, they had no control. 9/11 came and they started to tighten up the borders a little bit more because of everything that happened in 9/11, 2001. After that shit loosened the fuck back up right away. Ain't nobody worried about no goddamn borders. And I don't mean to be giving up the sauce. I won't, okay? But if you guys think that these guys are only crossing over at the bridge in Niagara or whatever borders that they got over there between Montreal and New York State, you're crazy. There's way more ways of getting across from the United States to Canada than going through the goddamn border. All right? So I will leave that there. I feel like no solutions have been, we've come to no solutions when it comes to this shit. Like I said to the homie over here on Twitch, they just talking, B. They just talking. All right? They ain't doing nothing but just talking so that we can feel a little bit better. But us over here on the chat and you know, on the We Love Hip Hop Network, we can see through that shit, bro. But I'll leave it there. Look out for the Trent Out Loud interview that's dropping tomorrow morning. All right, big salute to the homie Trent Out Loud, my homie from Montreal. He has a very big platform over there in Montreal doing his thing. He's gone crazy. He blew up off of the Diddy trials where he was over there in New York. We got to talk about a lot of shit, including the Diddy trial of him being there on location in the courtrooms and the play-by-play of what was happening there, and just to come up of his channel and him coming from the clothing world into the media world that we are in now. So big salute to Trent Out Loud. Look out for that interview dropping 3 a.m. for all the audio listeners, and 6 p.m. we back over here for the premiere. I might do the premiere at 7:30 or something like that. I'll think about it tomorrow. Okay. And as far as the documentary, The Rise and the Bloody Fall of Toronto Drill, look out for that dropping in about 5 days. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick update on that video, like I said, and then we're gonna make sure that that's ready for the about 5 days from now. All right, until then, we are off of this. Deuces.